And as I start, we get to shout out, say happy birthday to Ruth. So those of you guys that are on social media with me, put happy birthday, Ruth. Ruth, I forgot, how old are you? How old did you turn
I
today?
forgot too.
80 years old, 80 years young,
Oh,
baby. Good for you.
going strong.
Killing it.
Totally killing it. All right. If you're still relying on willpower, you've already lost. If you've heard that willpower is a resource that gets diminished, put Y in the comments. If not, Charlie, what's up? If no, that's what we get to cover today. So yeah, if you've been relying on willpower, you've totally already lost. So quick question for us. Have you ever had one of those days where you're crushing it? Like just, you're doing so awesome. You're crushing it all day. Your meals are on point. You got your fitness done. You feel like a beast. That's a good thing. And then it gets late at night. 10 o'clock hits, 11 o'clock, depending how late you stay up. Midnight. And then you're standing in front of the pantry. You're standing in front of the fridge. It's like you just blacked out. I've been there. That's when I would open up a bag of chips, and it doesn't matter how many servings the bag says it's got. It was one serving for me. Like I wouldn't be done until, and it's like, what the heck did I just had such a good day, and all of a sudden, boom, it's already done. If that's ever happened to you, put me in the comments. If you're relying on the willpower to stay consistent, you're already playing a losing game. So today, in under 10 minutes, we get to be quick. I'm going to show you why your environment is secretly tongue twisters. Charlie, send me some pics. By the way, beginning of the month, you guys, those of you that I'm working with, send me your pics, updated pics. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to show you how your environment is secretly dictating your results. What? Yep. It's not your motivation. It's not your meal plan. It's not your discipline. It's the environment. Willpower is not enough. Willpower is never enough. Once you get this, you're going to stop fighting yourself. You're going to start designing the consistency. You get to design the environment. So I loved it how Tony Robbins says we're a product of our environment. But here's the cool part. We get to create our environment. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that are going to be really supportive that I give my clients. You on social media will get this. So most people think, just be more disciplined. Or if I didn't keep falling off, I'd already be at my goal. You ever thought that? Again, put me in the comments. Here's the truth. It's not that you're undisciplined. It's that your environment is stronger than your goals. So many times I hear people saying, oh man, I'm just lazy. Oh man, I'm gluttonous, but I didn't think I was. It's the environment that's dictating that. Thank you, Christine. Christine's quick on it. I love it. When we shift our environment, when you shift your environment, your results follow automatically. The willpower is temporary. We mentioned that. Structure is sustainable. If you haven't read the book Atomic Habits, I urge you to read that book. It talks about triggers in an environment. If you read the book Atomic Habits, put an A in the comments. That's a fantastic, amazing book. Structure, environment, that's an invisible force that makes healthy choice an easy choice. And when we create the environment, we're on autopilot as it is. 95% of our decisions are subconscious, and they're based off of triggers in our environment. So once you control that, you're creating exactly who you choose to be in your physical body. How old am I today? 51 years old. It's like, bro, oh, that totally cracked me up. So one of my buddies is like, did you get a shirt for your birthday? That was funny. Haha. My wife's like, no, he doesn't get to have a shirt. Thank you. All right, your brain is wired to default to the ease, a path of least resistance. Your brain's not designed for fat loss. It's designed for survival and comfort. Most of us are like, yeah, I totally get that one. I get it. When you're tired, when you're stressed or overstimulated, it'll automatically reach for the closest, easiest, most familiar option, whether it's good or it's bad. And this is where many times if we're consuming things that damage our gut biome, stress goes up, anxiety goes up, and we go for the path of least resistance. We go for the thing that stimulates us quickly. And these highly processed foods, they activate that portion of the brain that boosts the oxytocin, the part of the brain that gets activated with addictive drugs. So of course we're going to want that more. I'm gonna rabbit trail here for a second, and I'll come back. I was speaking on the summit one time, and this girl's like, "Well, you're talking about eating all these ways, which is eating real food." And she asked, "Can you coach us in a way to eat that just happens automatically, where I'm just eating what I'm craving?" It's like, but if you ever eat ultra processed foods, your body's going to be craving that. It hijacks your brain. So just know that ultra processed foods, we're never going to win. Going back to the environment, we don't raise to our goals. We fall and fail to our setup. Our environment is full of hidden triggers. These triggers are going to dictate how we respond. The snack on the counter, for instance. Anybody ever have a snack on the counter? So if we have fruits on the counter versus these processed foods, it doesn't matter what you have there, we're going to grab it, we're going to eat it. It's not just a snack, it's a behavioral anchor. Really? Yes. Your phone, your couch, your pantry, they're consistently whispering behaviors to your nervous system. Hey, touch me, come here. There's you guys watching on Facebook and YouTube. It's a little different than the relationship I've got here on Instagram. So with the K7 method, hey, Coach Esteban here, I created the K7 method, 7 principles to transform you and keep you in a transformed state, living your optimal best self. So in K7, we call these kryptonites. These are the things that keep us from being our best, and they're temptations pulling us from being our best. The hidden poisons in your space that drain your power, those are the kryptonites. So one of my clients, he was super motivated, couldn't stop the night snacking. We removed 2 items. That's it. We removed 2 items from his kitchen. We added a nightly wind down ritual. Boom. His weight dropped. That's it. We removed 2 of the kryptonites, got him into a ritual where he can go into the deep sleep, into the delta sleep. Weight dropped, his sleep improved, cravings gone. It wasn't about him getting stronger. His setup got stronger. So creating an environment that allows you to go into an awesome sleep, into the deep sleep, increasing your REM sleep as well, delta and REM, increasing an environment that minimizes the temptations. Jesus even taught us a prayer, lead me not into temptation, because temptation will always override willpower. You've got to automate your behavior, not rely on emotion. Emotions like, where's the wind taking me? Where are the waves taking me? High performers, they don't try harder. High performers build systems. They create their environments. So what I do with my clients in the K7 method, we audit your physical and digital environment. Yes, digital, because that's a distraction as well. Yes, digital, because that can cause stress and anxiety, which goes into survival behavior. Your phone is often your biggest saboteur. You don't need more discipline. Oh, I just need more discipline. I just need more willpower. You've got to have a better default. Your setup is stronger than your willpower. Always, always. I'm going to repeat that. Your setup is stronger than your willpower. Christine, you can write that one down. All right, last one here. This one was about David. So Dave's like, hey, I'm just lazy at night. I'm good all day, but I'm lazy at night. And I'm like, The way we do one thing is the way that we do everything. The way we do one thing is the way that we do all things. Did you get that? The way we do one thing is the way we do all things. So if he's structured, if he's disciplined, if he's committed, then falls and hits his space, bro, you're not just lazy at night. We get to take a look at your environment. Turned out he was in a house where snacks were just everywhere. These are, for me, these were for the kids. If it's in the house, boom, let's go. That's right. There was no structure. He had no structure for his wind down. There was no accountability for him going into rest, repair, and recovery. So here's what we did. We gave him a night routine. We created a community which the people that we surround ourselves with set our standards. We don't rise to our standards. We actually fall down to our standards. So we put him in one of our pods in the K7 community, and we did a fridge and pantry detox. Love those. So they've got some clients that do a VIP experience with me, and I fly in the US or Canada. I'll fly to your house, and we do a detox of your environment. Love it. So by week 3, Dave wasn't fighting his cravings anymore because the triggers were gone. Remove the triggers and the behavior shifts. Down 11 pounds, and more than that, he got his confidence back. Speaking of, a little celebration. Mike, how much are you down now?
27 pounds.
27 pounds for Mike being down. High five him. I get to show your video this week.
Nice, Mike.
Almost 7 inches around the stomach and lower abs.
7 inches around.
Wow.
Section. Dang.
Amazing.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Boom. All right. For those of you watching, if this hits home and you know the environment is working against you, here's what I want you to do. I want you to DM me the word coach. I get to step in as your coach, and we'll identify what in your environment gets to shift. So what we'll do is we'll chit chat offline, identify what's triggering you in your environment and what gets to shift. So don't beat yourself up for not having enough willpower. Willpower is never enough. I want you to openly know that, because so many people are like, I just need more willpower, or it'll have a friend or a spouse. You got to up your willpower. It doesn't work that way. Willpower is a resource that gets exhausted. We have so much in the beginning of the day, and as it progresses, it diminishes us. So what we get to do is we get to design our environment to where we're not relying on the willpower. Again, don't beat yourself up for not having enough willpower. We get to upgrade your setup. We get to upgrade your environment. Align your environment with who you get to be. Once you identify, here's who I get to be, redesign your environment to support and create that person. And it's amazing because you get to watch how consistent you suddenly become in that way of being. If you got something out of today, put a Y in the comments for yes. Thanks for being on. Share this with somebody you love that gets to realize that it's not their willpower, it's not their commitment. They just get to make a couple of tweaks in their environment. Love you guys.